recognized that staffing shortages were going to be a particular problem in small rural school districts. Probably about 3 or 4 years ago, we saw this coming. And so we really made strides in our own high schools, as well as within both of our associations, our teaching professionals, as well as our support professionals, to really emphasize the importance of education and having people who love to teach and having people who felt that there was a value to being an educator. Not a lot of people want to come to small rural school districts to teach. You have to have a special place in your heart for that. And so we started a Grow Your Own program here in the district. We really felt that we needed to create the value and the importance of education right here with our own people in our own community, because those are the people that are going to stay here in the district. We have a shortage of substitutes, and the shortage of substitutes is having a greater impact on us than our actual vacancies. So that becomes a little problematic because there's a lot of internal coveraging that are going on, and teachers are giving up prep time, and we're not able to send as many staff to professional development opportunities, to conferences, to things of that nature, because we do not have the substitutes in place or the depth of substitutes in place to make sure that we have the coverage. The number one mandated cost impacting our budget is our cyber charter expenses. So right now as a district, we pay about $400,000 to outside district cyber schools. We were able to bring that down a little bit from that expenditure in the past because we partnered with the Titusville School District and the Rockets Online Academy. But still, our cyber charter expenses at $400,000 are quite excessive. And because we're putting that out to send students to various cyber charter schools across the district, we aren't able to offer some of the programs or the opportunities that we would be able to for our students that are currently enrolled. The other way that impacts us, the students who withdraw from our school district and enter a cyber school outside of our district or outside of our partnerships are not as academically successful as what students are who remain with our district. We saw a lot of mental health concerns coming out of COVID, just a lot of general coping concerns, like kids couldn't cope with the changes that COVID brought to their world. And that was from the very elementary, the youngest of students, to the oldest of students. So when we first came out of COVID and started working back like regular traditional school days and things of that nature, we saw a lot of kids struggling. We were lucky to have various supports and services in place. And in fact, I just did some research on our utilization of those services. And we have found that within the last 2 years, because of the supports and services, we were able to stabilize our students' mental health. Probably 5 years ago, in this area, in this region, I would have said that we experienced a stigma around mental health. At this point in time, because we are constantly promoting that through all the programs that we have in place in our schools, including our student assistance program, our signs of suicide program, having those connections right within our school and having very strong relationships between our schools and our local mental health providers has really helped to reduce that stigma. I'm not saying that it's completely gone, but the stigma around mental health has improved significantly in our area.